I'll come in. How everything going, bro?
Just staying out the way. And trying to get these
It's part two.
trying to get these EINs going.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I heard you got the trust one going already, right?
Yeah, man. That authorized user you let me check out, man. I think that probably put me on board. And then, went ahead and started applying for a couple credit cards and ended up getting them.
That's what I'm saying. The goal is to keep growing them because the goal, like once you get a few of them, right, a few EINs going, that's when you will be able to have them work off each other. So you might have an EIN number with a credit card that's over 5 years old or 2 years old, and you will go ahead and put the one that you starting off on as an authorized user, and you will be able to just grow those EIN numbers simultaneously.
Okay. And that's
Yes,
most
sir.
definitely what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Do it just like that. And then look, man, it's a whole supply list that I can show you of these authorized users because if people want to know, right? So I'm gonna tell a lot of people in the audience, right? So how I got the truck. I got the whole truck strictly by one authorized user card, y'all. So Rick, when he put me on, right, he put me on a $30,000 limit credit card. Now the card, like, 2 years old, 2 years old plus a $30,000 limit. And so once the banks ran that inquiry, for the card and everything like that, it went through automatically, no payment down, 100% finance. And I did that just after spin the luck. Like I didn't even think I get approved. Because remember, I applied for a card before with Navy Fed for like 19,000. This is when I first got the account, and I got denied. You put that authorized user account on the on my credit profile, and so once they ran the credit, they was able to approve it. So only one authorized user card, y'all. And for something like that, you will be paying like $1,000, probably under because the time. I've seen some like Trade Line Supply, and I seen, Trade Line Central. Man, you can find cards that's over 15 years old with over $30,000 on a credit limit, and they only want $1,200 as an authorized user. That's not bad, especially to bust a move. You can go ahead and you can take that authorized user card. You can go straight to anywhere, and get you what you need, whatever you're trying to get done, and it can be some. If you want to get 30 iPhones, you can get 30 iPhones. Or if you want to go ahead and get you a car or something like that, if you want to get you a car or something like that, you can get you a car with no hesitation.
For sure.
For someone with that much history on that, get you something going, man. And hold on, shalom, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, anybody know Zombie Dad? Yes, I bought old bro. So you reassign the debt that you own to your credit report, and it's gonna look like it's paid. So you're making it as a positive payment. I have a portfolio of dollars. I mean, down all store cards, bank cards, commercial cards, and I actually own a portfolio. Yeah, so if you own a portfolio, man, just start assigning debt to like your close friends or family, or assign all the debt to yourself. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm assigning all the debt to myself. So if I get I got a auto loan from 2010. So I'll take that auto loan and put 12 years on my credit report extra on top of that. So it'll look way better. And it will be set as an auto primary, and it's gonna be paid off. So you go to any bank and they see that account on your credit, give you anything you want. Just like that.
I'm still learning that zombie debt stuff. So yeah. It sounds like it's real beneficial too.
Yeah. Now don't get me wrong, right? I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? So the next step for us, for real, what we're trying to do is to report credit. Reporting credit is one of the most powerful things in the world because if you're able to report credit, you can report whatever you want. Now, some people want like some crazy, like $1 million package, and we could set up like that, set those terms up but we have to do it in the public in a sense, so everybody can see it on the website, so that option can be available to everybody. But it still takes a lot, and it costs a lot of money to get accounts where you report $1 million for a primary that's 5-10 years old. That's a whole lot of money. $1 million primary that's over 3 to 5 years old. You
Man,
basically you basically tell me like you want the cheat code to rob the bank because you robbing the bank. If you had something like that on you, what?
man.
I'm going to China, family. We're going to China. Y'all look, and I wanted to touch bases with you guys on that China trip. China trip had to get postponed because this Chinese New Year. I didn't know at the
Oh,
time. I forgot because I thought the Chinese New Year was in February, but come to find out, it's actually in the middle of January. So we postponed it to January 28th. That's when we looking to leave back out, go straight to China and handle everything that we got to handle. Get all this inventory, going back and forth from the States to China, China to the States and everything like that. Let me see. Cancel the Japan trip. The reason why, Japan is not a better supplier than China. And like I feel like one thing about the Japanese market is they got good bikes and motorcycles and everything like that. But when it comes to making profit, you're gonna make the most money in China. Look at it like this. Y'all, if y'all ever heard of Foxconn China, Foxconn China is responsible for making all of Apple components and parts, like such as motherboards, backs, and LCDs and all that stuff, right? My suppliers that I'm connect with, her name is Sue. I've been dealing with her for 5 years. She sell all iPhone components and parts. She sell everything from the small parts, from the motherboards, and I'm talking about from the back from the LCDs that you can build an iPhone, and you probably can get 40% off on its true value and make that every time. And man, the iPhone market is crazy once you put the real cash flow behind there and you just filling it out on Amazon. And Amazon is the wave, man. If y'all want to make millions of dollars and everything like that, that's why it's important to use y'all credit to get the goods to be able to resell. The goal is to have a good positive cash flow so you don't have to work. You wouldn't have to clock in or nothing like that. It's all about calculations, y'all. If y'all don't know nothing else, just understand this. Mathematics is the way to get rich by understanding just how like the whole equation works. You will use a $30,000 credit card, right? But what if this $30,000 credit card can make you or generate you $500 in positive cash flow every day? $500 a day in positive cash flow is $5,000 every 10 days. It's 15,000, right? So in a year time, you'll be making what? 15,000, what 50? You'll be at what? You'll be at what? 180. You'll be at 180. You'll be at 180 a year. If you made $500 a day, you would be at $180,000 a year. And that's just the minimum. I'm not talking about like something crazy. If you had a 30,000 limit and you could make over $500 a day in positive cash flows. Yo, Rick. Yeah, talk to the people, man. What's been new, man, with this whole trust EIN. Shalom.
Hey, it's so crazy because I just made the trust EIN just this summer, and I went ahead and just invested in a trade line, through you or whatever, and now I'm up like 3 credit cards just on one EIN just in the same month. I
Yeah.
just applied for like 2 today, and I just got a bank account just before this video.
Who you bank with?
Chime. Chime was
That's
the
cool.
quickest one because I ain't got my passport yet. So I just went ahead and went with Chime because it's good to just have a bank account on file, because then when some of these other credit card companies that you apply for, they usually want you to have a bank account when you apply. And you know, as long as you got a bank account set up or whatever, they'll approve you for the credit card. Not
Yeah,
all
for sure.
credit card companies like that, but some of them are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good. You know, you get your number in public records. The way to put your EIN number in public records is to go to listmyself.net, right? So the banks is automatically gonna put that number in public records with all the banks because it's
Yep.
all insured by FDIC insured. So since all
Mm-hmm.
of them are FDIC insured, it's already in public records. And then you got your number that's not in check systems. So you can easily go to Bank of America, you can go to Chase, you can go to Wells Fargo, Citibank, and get a bank account with them the same day, and then you build you a banking relationship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Facts.
So
Facts.
$3,000 a month on each property, which one you want to do? It's
Yeah.
gonna be done.
Yes, sir.
There's many ways to.
Hey, hey, one more thing I wanted to thank you about. I wanted to thank you for with my car loan. I know I went ahead and I applied for the loan and stuff or whatever, and you know that lien should be transferred over into my bank. Well, not my bank. It should be transferred over into my business by now. So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
on everything.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the right way.
there was no title on the vehicle. It was brand new. It had 95 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
Yep. Yep. So, bro, he got him a vehicle from the bank. He made sure that the banks want the lien holder. That he put his own company as the lien holder, and pretty much he ain't got to worry about the original bank who paid for the vehicle. So he's still responsible for the loan unless he want to discharge it, but it still give him all of the equity in that car. So he pretty much owns the vehicle. So if he want to choose to take it and sell it, or take it and do whatever he want with it, he can do that.
Yep, I
Yeah,
have
that's the
all the
right way.
power when it comes to that vehicle.
Yeah,
I'm gonna also put a lien on it and put a UCC claim on it. So just to make
yeah,
sure I solidify it. Yep.
yeah. You put a UCC on there, and then you put yourself as the lien holder. You protecting your assets. And so
Mm-hmm.
once you take it off your credit, for the most part, once you take it off your credit, then be up to you to do whatever you want to do, because now it becomes an unsecured loan. And so unsecured loans must be charged off after 120 days. So if it's not
Yep.
charged off in 120 days, then they just wasting time. But for the most part, it's supposed to be charged off. Shalom, family. Dion the Hebrew, what's up, bro? That's the brother I seen when I first learned about this do not detain list. When I
Oh,
first
okay.
seen him on the video,
That's what's up. Yeah, that's a blessing. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you need to educate me a little bit more on this stuff. I'm still learning. Excuse me. You losing to Quan? To Quan, you losing reception? You good? Okay. Yep, that's your reception, sir. It's that Wi-Fi going in and out. Like you back now. Okay.
oh, let me move around or something like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see you right now. Okay, take connected. Please check system banking. Even if you're in a check system, you can freeze it from the banks. Yeah.
Yeah, but they want to prove you though if they don't run the check systems, right? Don't they have to run checks?
Yeah, they got to. Most banks run check systems unless you with a credit union bank.
Okay.
Like certain credit union banks, they don't really care if you in check systems. Because I got a Navy Fed systems,
Okay.
so they're not doing check systems. Certain banks do.
Yeah.
I got in Cruise Bank, while being in check system. So it just depends on what's going on.
Okay.
Uh,
So
that's what's going on. Like, but yeah, I want everybody in here to this again. EIN number, right? So let me just give you guys a breakdown. Just look at it like this: the EIN number. What you pretty much are doing is you are establishing a personal credit profile from a business EIN. You are not associating it with a business. It is not a business or nothing. You just getting a business EIN, but creating in Equifax. Business credit goes from 0 to 100. Personal credit 300 to 850. So what you're doing is you only establishing personal credit to create a personal credit profile. People ask me, hey, do it link up to your social security number? No, it don't link up to your social security number. It's a brand new number. And when you create a credit profile, you have to make it. So it don't have where you went to high school at. It don't have nothing in public records. It don't have your address or nothing until you put it there, until you add those things on your credit profile. Just to, show you guys what it means. Because a lot of people came to me and they just didn't understand it. So they'd be like, hey, how you do this? Or what do the EIN number mean? I just want you guys to understand that. I just want you guys to know, like, that's what it means. And also, if you guys want the consultation on there, just go to the community tab and follow those steps. The strategy, okay, it depends on what you're trying to get done. So, say for instance, say if a person right now, hey, I want a loan. What type of loan? I want a car loan. Say if you want an $80,000 car loan. My goal is to get my EIN credit profile tutorial, and once you get it,
I think it's going in and out again. Um, yo, I hear you. It's just your reception going in and out, somewhat kind of.
okay. Now look, now look at it like this, right? So pretty much look, this is how you would establish an EIN number, right? Say if you want a Mercedes Benz, right? Say if a Mercedes Benz is $90,000. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pay for my EIN tutorial, private tutorial, plus the EIN plus banking relationships. This is going to teach you how to build a banking relationship, and it's also going to teach you how to really build your EIN credit profile. What you're going to do after you establish the number, you pretty much going to add, you're going to, create it, establish the credit profile. It's going to be no score. And then you're going to put an authorized user trade line on there that exceed over, I want to say over 5 to 10 years. If you get a trade line that's over 5 years, make sure that the trade line is over $20,000. Now, if it's over $20,000 and you have that trade line on your credit profile, make sure you have a bank account, right? So once the bank run your credit, they're going to see, oh wow, he got good credit. Go ahead, go get anything you want, but make sure that you with the bank at least 30 days. Why? Because within 30 days of a bank, that gives them time to make sure that you're a good customer, whatever the case might be, and be able to approve you. I mean, to be able to trust you with that type of money. Even though your credit qualifies for it, they still want to make sure that they are in good hands as well. Because remember, you're not going to a dealership. You're going to get the funds directly from the bank. And the bank either can put it in your checking account, the banks can give you a draft, however you like it. If they put it in your checking account, my advice is for you to take that out and invest that money. Don't bat on Mercedes Benz with that shit. My bad, but don't bat on Mercedes Benz, y'all. Then after that, um, that's when you can either decide, do you want to pay the banks back or do you want to discharge it off your credit? It's up to you. I can't dictate that, you know? I can't dictate that. It's up to you guys. Yep, get your freedom first. Get y'all freedom first. I know a lot of plugs for the trade lines. Get my EIN tutorial. I just found some today. I just found some today.
So, I mean, the coin, he got them too. We all got them. You know, it's just a matter of what you want. That's all.
Yeah. If y'all want them EIN numbers with the sauce, man, look, I got them muds for you. Like over 10 years in history. When you get 10 years, $30,000, $20,000, that's what the banks want to see. And we got them trade lines. We got them trade lines for them over 10, 15-year trade lines. That's like $1,200. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. You get something like that, you ain't gonna have no problem getting approved. You gonna get approved for anything. Get a mortgage too. Now get a mortgage. Yeah.
House, car, buildings, whatever.
Yeah. But getting a mortgage with the EIN number a little bit more complicated because a lot of banking institutions, they'll run an SSA verification to verify your social security number. So you have to go to a lot of lenders who don't do all that, right? So even if you find a lender that doesn't do an SSA verification or a tax verification, some people just might want to see regular tax documents, and they also want to see
LLC.
bank statements.
Bank
So they'll want
statements.
to see
Okay.
bank statements, and they also want to see tax returns. Now, what you can do with your tax returns, right? That you can file taxes, and you can use your EIN number on self-employed taxes as your social. You can use that. You can do that. But as far as like the social security number, right? Now the social security number, you gotta hope that they don't run it through SSA verification. If they do, they're just not gonna approve the loan. It won't be fraud, but they won't approve the loan. So I want you to be able to get the loan approved. So make sure that you can go through one of the lenders and all that. So yeah.
I wouldn't mind trying that out though. Just doing just a EIN and then just purchase right directly underneath the EIN. Is it
Yeah.
possible to just do just a trust? Can you purchase property underneath the trust right out using the
Yeah.
trust EIN?
Now, yeah, but the only loophole what make it harder is because what I'm about to say, mortgages is very long to go through. You can go through a mortgage, 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a step by step. Like they want to see every ounce of documentation, and they might verify that documentation. Especially a bank that's going to drop $500,000 on a mortgage. They want to make sure that all of your paperwork is legitimate. Because and on top of that, you still got to pay for what's that thing called again? Earnest money. So every time
Yeah.
you're about to buy a house, you got to pay earnest. So the
Mm-hmm.
earnest deposit is 1% of what the house value is. So if you're trying to get a $700,000 house, you can be paying a $7,000 earnest deposit. But they actually charge more. Some people charge 3%,
1
6%.
to 3%. Yeah.
1 to 3%. So you'll be paying $21,000 for an earnest deposit. And since you paid that earnest deposit, some of it can be non-refundable. So if you get denied for the loan, you lose your $21,000. So that's the thing about getting an EIN. That's the difference between getting a mortgage with the EIN. I would though, but it's just I just got to find that right lender who's not going to go through
Yeah.
who has to,
You gotta have that really good lender, yeah, because you don't want to
Yeah,
put your money at jeopardy like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Find somebody you trust. Find somebody that's really gonna help you. Get everything going, and you can run it up. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, do I have to pay the bills there? Of course, you got to pay the bills. You still got to discharge it. You still got to get a land patent. The work don't stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
You in, but the work don't stop like right there. Not at all. The
That's
work do
true.
not stop right there. The work stop when you have a land patent in your home. I wouldn't even care about it on being on the credit report. Once you have a land patent, I don't even care what's on the credit report because I get a new EIN. I wish I wouldn't waste my time taking a mortgage off. That'll take a lifetime. I wasn't even worried about taking that off.
Yeah,
That'll take too much time. That'll
and a
take
lot
too much time.
and a lot of ring too.
Yeah, yeah.
A
So
lot
you
more
you
ring.
better you say what?
I said it take a lot more ring behind that trying to discharge a mortgage.
Yeah,
It's not as
cause
simple as a car.
yeah, cause you can't tell them like, oh, I didn't sign up for that mortgage. Like that's one loan that you can't say you ain't had no parts in. Ain't nobody accidentally getting no mortgage in your name. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It'd be that's a lot they gotta go through to get a mortgage in your name, y'all. But yeah, so that's gonna be the game, y'all. We show that mortgage and everything like that, like you getting the cars and everything like that. But what's the end goal for a lot of you guys? Like, what is the financial plan, and what is the credit you want by the time a year pass? Like, how big you want to be and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
You throw all your money in crypto. If anything, man, throw that money in e-commerce.
crypto's so risky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to look at my portfolio.
Man, but don't get me wrong. Some people good at that crypto, so I can't. You know, you got certain hackers. If it was up to me, I'd hack Bitcoin. I'd rather be a hacker. I want to take millions of Bitcoins. I'd rather be a crypto hacker, not from people, but I want to learn how to, decode crypto and know how to take millions of crypto and everything like that from the actual market, like the system, like because um, altogether, Bitcoin got like 21 million crypto, uh, you know, coins. So if you like, mining, you ever heard of like crypto mining?
Yeah. Yeah, then they got this day trading and stuff like that going
Yeah,
on. I heard that that's pretty beneficial, but man, crypto, whew.
man. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people who made everybody, follow them teams and all that. They was doing a Ponzi scheme, man. Like whoever did that, he was smart. That man checked like $1 billion off of everybody.
Yeah,
He
saying
was
that.
selling it. He was selling everybody financial freedom. He was like, man, you could be rich. He said, just invest into them and you get $50 when you bring two more people in. And he did it so smart, man.
And he young too.
Yeah, but no, they ain't the one who owned it. They had a
Mm,
lot of girls that they was running, but they sold it to.
yeah.
Now I put up and I'm hitting them, boom, boom, and I did it. I traded euro versus USD every day at 11 o'clock Eastern time for 3 hours. So the trade would be over with at 2 in the morning Eastern time. And the reason why I sell at that time, right? Because 11 o'clock, right, Eastern time to 2 o'clock in the morning, um, US time is 5 in the morning in Europe, which is Spain, and it end at 8 in the morning. So 11 to 2 o'clock our time, daytime is speeding up, our time is slowing down. So most of the time, every time I do a sale, it will go into the favor that it's going to sell, and I'll always win. So once I checked up to like $4,400 via Forex. Didn't want to let me get my money. I was like, why can't I withdraw my money, man? This is my money. But they didn't want me to withdraw. They were like, keep playing or whatever the case might be. This Hawaiian guy. He ran up $70,000 on via Forex, and they closed his account and took his $70,000.
Damn.
I never in my life do that again, man. Like they robbed that man, and every time he come on the account to call him a scammer, they block him from the account. Never them like them little. If they have a broker, like what I use, man, I use some in America. It's a verified broker to invest in a crypto, man. I just forgot the name of it. Man, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, it's a risky market though.
Very, very
Mm-hmm.
volatile. Very volatile.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, sir. You know, that's why I tell a lot of people, man, e-commerce, that's where it's at too. You know, especially you got to know the right product. But I know a lot of people see stuff online. They like, oh, man, just it's hard. Like, man. But this far, like for something light that I was investing into, we had made about 16,000 in the last 40 days off Amazon. About 16,000. That wasn't bad.
40 days. That ain't bad.
Yeah, especially off like 8 to 10 items, 8 items, off eight
Sound like
items.
sound like a really good investment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know a lot of people who don't make that in probably a month. Not even 3 or 4.
yeah. So
Mm.
so just imagine you keep consistency, and
Mm.
I'm finna drop some more heat when I'm out there.
Freezing up again. I hear you now.
Yeah, yeah. I said I'm going to Shenzhen, one of the biggest electronic cities in America, man. And I'm talking about they finna have everything out there. Like they got, you don't know the iPhone components, iPhone parts. You hear me now?
Hey.
iPhone components, iPhone parts, everything we possibly can imagine. And I'm going directly to the manufacturer's facility. I'm about to be happy because I want to see some of Foxconn, um, distributors and all that stuff. If y'all ain't never heard of Foxconn, Foxconn is who makes Apple iPhones. They're one of the most biggest technology manufacturers in the world. They build iPhones, they build Sony products, there. They build Xbox stuff, they build everybody's stuff who like electronic wise, and they disperse it all across the world.
Yeah.
Foxconn is a very big facility. That's why, man, like man, I could take y'all somewhere, man, with this credit. Like, I don't think y'all know. That's why I be like pushing it so hard to be letting you guys know that it's not just about the credit, for the money, because that $45,000 or $50,000 credit limit that you have can put you in a position of making $50,000-$60,000 a month. So you will really stay comfortable just off your credit. Just off your credit. You just strictly making money off of your credit. You living off your credit and you investing everything off your credit. So once I go to Foxconn and I go to Shenzhen, China, I'm gonna be on live, right? I'm gonna be showing you guys, giving you guys edifications on what to buy and what not to buy. Because I know suppliers out there, man, that sell iPhones in bulk of 1,000 iPhones, 2,000 iPhones, 3,000 iPhones, Apple Watches, anything you possibly could think of. And you buy directly from the source, whether it be the manufacturer or you can buy directly from the distributors. Because you can't really buy from the manufacturers, you really got to buy from the distributors. But you going to their country and you buying it. So a lot of people might say, "Hey, why you don't go to Alibaba?" Alibaba is a market up. They pretty much market it. They market the products, but they oversell them. So, say for instance, an iPhone case, right? You might buy an iPhone case for $1 or $2 off Alibaba, but you actually go to the manufacturer country and you go to the manufacturer who actually selling those. You can be buying them for 30 cents because the people off Alibaba are not the manufacturers. Those are not a manufacturer price. That's a wholesale retail price. Wholesale retail is like them selling you they selling you the product for 40% or 50% less than what it really is. But if you go out there, you get a product for 20 or 10% of what it's worth. That's the difference between the wholesale prices and you getting real manufacturing prices. Because the real manufacturing prices is what we shooting for. The real manufacturing prices is what we want. And also you want to meet the manufacturer himself. So I've been talking to these people since what, 5, 6 years of my life. About 5, 6 years of my life on WhatsApp and everything like that. But I never had a passport. I never left the country, right? But I left the country 2 years ago. But I'm talking about I never been to China. I never seen China. Like that's been a dream of my whole family to go out there and talk to the suppliers and sit down with them and go over numbers and let them know what we dealing with and how much we want to negotiate. I went to a shoe manufacturer in China, right? They sell Apple, Nike, all that, right? And I'm telling him, I'm like, man, how much your shoes is? He said 20 for the Nikes and everything like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me get one. One. He said, we sell our shoes, 1,000 shoes. I'm
Wholesale,
1,000. He like, yeah, we sell them for 1,000. Like, you got to get 1,000 units. So I knew that manufacturer sell in bulk. They don't sell small quantity. So these major Amazon. That's why people struggle spending all their money on wholesale prices and you guys not getting real manufacturing prices. Because if you out here getting real manufacturing prices, you will see how much profit you will take away. Especially if the manufacturer know you directly and they constantly stay in contact with you. That's their whole make sure that you establish, you set everything up. And I'm gonna get a corporation in China. Now they don't go by LLC or Inc Corp. They go by LTDs in China. And since you set up an LTD, you gotta get a Chinese phone number, a Chinese location, a Chinese mailing address. And you can set you up a company out there in China. So you set you up a company in China and get you a line of credit. You can get a lot of inventory on consignment, where you have a contract with a lot of manufacturers who want to sell you this stuff. They want to send it to you. If you're a real legit business in America and they see you making a lot of money, they want to send it to you because if you working off consignment and they can send you $100,000 worth of inventory and you can move it in a week, they want you to keep moving it. They don't want you to stop because you are an asset to the company. But they ain't finna trust nobody on no Alibaba website to take all their inventory. No, these have to be real trusted individuals, real trusted companies, real legitimate businessmen that they dealt business with them for years. And once they see that, they'll be able to trust you. What type of supplier y'all think will trust you guys with 1,000 iPhones? No supplier trust you with 1,000 iPhones. Nobody. I wouldn't even trust a random person with 1,000 iPhones. You know, so yeah, that's why it's very important. You know, to go out there to get those relationships. to sit down with them and and see what's up, because I've been talking to them for years, but we even got another lady that we know out there, man, and she wants to bring us over our house. Her name Lemon. I know it's kind of strange. They do got weird names down there, but like you got Sue, Lemon, Gavin. Like these are people I've been talking to for years. So
Investments, baby. Investments.
that's first.
Word of the year.
Most people in China already speak English. hmm Yeah, most people in China already speak English because they learn it as a secondary language. A lot of people from all across the world go there, and they all also got a B2B section of part of Xinjiang in China, where all businesses meet up and they correlate and they take down business contacts, and we also get some orders going and getting it shipped back to our native country. The good thing about selling on Amazon, right? You ain't got to worry about shipping. You ain't got to worry about shipping fees if you sending your product straight to the fulfillment center. So after we purchase the product, we give the supplier, we give them the shipping labels, and they gonna ship it directly to the fulfillment center. The fulfillment center handle the unboxing, they handle the packing and shipping of the labels and everything like that. You'll make a lot of money off that, man. And I want to say in how many days? It was 4 days, $12,000 on Amazon. In 4 days, $12,000.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Group economics, yes, sir. No, I don't got a course on Amazon. This is some stuff I just show you guys freestyle it, but the course gonna come once I'm making the $30,000-$40,000 a week. That's when the course can come because I want to be able to show you guys like, look, you do this, you need that, but you need to calculate numbers. So, say for instance, if I'm gonna tell you guys what I bought, right? This is what we bought. We bought ID printing machines. So the ID printing machines, um, we sell those to businesses. So we buy the ID printing machines for $700 and some dollars. But for the return, you can make about $1,900 off the machine, say $1,200 in profit. That ain't bad, especially if you grab 10 of them. So you do the math on that. Yeah, you don't gotta have labels, but you do gotta have the shipping label. Yeah, you don't have to have the packing label, but you have to have the shipping label. Because they can unpack it for you. Yep.
That's what's up. That Amazon sound real enticing too. I mean, yeah.
So when I go out there, man, we sure gonna chop it up. Cause my uncle, them, he wanted to go. I don't know why he been wasting time, but he wanted to go, and I'll make sure that they get some too, to
He
flip
gonna
or
see a
something.
lot of technology down there too. A lot of stuff that's not up
What?
here in America. Gonna see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
The goal out there to get as many connects as possible. I need at least 1,000 contacts by the time I come back because I can sell those contacts. I can get those price lists for those contacts. I can even act as a third party talking to the manufacturer directly to get the inventory shipped directly to them.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Mm. Time to start putting out credit with our mouth at.
Yeah,
For real,
yeah,
for
for sure.
real.
Yeah, if you got a $40,000-$50,000 line of credit or a credit card, man, use that. Use it all the way. Make sure you invest. Make sure you invest into yourself all the way, and you ain't leaving nothing on the table. And then make sure that you can touch a six-figure salary a year, seven figures a year. You doing $250,000 a month. I know. I talked to an Amazon seller that did how much he did. Hold on. He did 700 in a month. 700,000 in a month, and I inboxed him personally, and he said, "Yeah, I did 700." He said, "We got 12 Amazon stores. He a millionaire. He a millionaire. He not famous or nothing. He only had 18,000 followers. I just, I just,
700 a
I
week.
had to ask him something, and I said, "How did you do it?" He just said, "Man, we got 12 businesses. That's what we do." But I found out the game young. Like it's really easy, simple. It's really just the credit. You can find you an iPhone supplier and you'll be rich. You will still be a rich man. You can find an electronic components supplier, you'll be a rich man. You can sell car parts, you will be a rich man. It's all about how much you can buy it for, right? I'm gonna name some real popular, right? You can sell truck tires, right? Strictly truck tires, and you could become a millionaire on Amazon. You can sell car parts such as lifting kits. Lifting kits is like you can lift a car, Jeep, or anything like that. Lifting kits go for a lot of money. You can buy lifting kits $200 and sell it for $1,000. That's 5 times the amount of money that you would make. So that's a lot of money, y'all. So it's really about how much you buying it for to resell. So if I know, say, a Nintendo Switch is $300, but the manufacturer wants $50 for the Nintendo Switch, if I make $250 off that, guess what? That's what you call. That's the whole goal of getting manufacturing prices. If you ain't getting manufacturing prices, you ain't gonna see no real money. That's what you want to get because when y'all go to AutoZone, Walmart, all you gotta do is walk. Listen, go to Walmart early in the damn morning. Early, right? Like 5 in the morning. You're gonna see a lot of boxes that they cutting open. Just ask them, hey, go to your favorite aisle. Say if a game aisle or something like that. Go to your favorite aisle. And when you see them open the box and say, hey, can I use a box? I need a box to pack up, to move or something, right? And when you look on the box, you want to label the company that's been sent from, right? And you don't look for the company that's been distributed to the states. You try to find an international company or a label from an international company in China to see what manufacturer sold Walmart this package, and say if it say Leon Ltd. and it's in China or something, right? You take that company name down and you look at the company phone number and try to get in contact with them either through email or try to get in contact with them through WhatsApp. And when you ask them, say, hey, do you guys sell video games? They will say, hey, you a company? You will say, yes, here's my company name. And you will see the amount of prices of how much it'll cost. Man, that stuff be pennies to the dollar. So Walmart, you can go right to Walmart and go through their boxes and garbage cans and look at their suppliers and see who's selling them that. And you could take that information and buy whatever you want from that supplier and resell it yourself. That cut them right out the box. So it's some people that go to Walmart and try to find stuff for sale for Walmart, like the leggings and all that stuff that they selling. But you can really just go to the manufacturer where Walmart get all that stuff from and, and,
Mm-hmm.
and, and sell it yourself. How you think these Amazon businesses making millions of dollars off selling food or selling snacks or selling candy or pops or chips where they got all these big old cases of waters? Who do you think doing it? They getting that stuff off for pennies. A case of spring waters
Yeah,
is $6 at Walmart. What do you think? How much do you think they paying the manufacturer? They paying the manufacturer 30 cents for a
for
case of
sure.
spring water.
Yeah,
So that's the type of position you want to be in. You want to be able to buy spring water for 30 cents a whole case and go sell each bottle for $1. That's a crazy markup. That's a crazy markup, bro.
yeah,
That's a crazy markup, man. Like so,
I
and not
agree.
only them, you can do that with any company. You can do that with Best Buy. You can do that with Target. You can do that with Apple. You can do that with GameStop. You go through their boxes, see who sent them that package. If you see anything in America, make sure because it should be two scanners. If it's any like two like labels, it could be one from China that's been forwarded to their warehouse facility, and then that warehouse facility took it to that local Walmart. You want to make sure that you get the main.
Right. That's all profit.
Company you want to go to. I even had certain you can even go through some dirt bike places, right? Who sell electric dirt bikes or something like that. It's freezing again.
Showing good over there on my end.
Man, hold on. Let me go over there right now. They keep saying I'm freezing or something like that.
Hey, but for real though, I'm like, I heard that it's a supplier that supplies most of the like eyeglasses, sunglasses in America,
Yeah,
and they buying them from a supplier for like $10, $20 a piece, and selling them off to everybody else $200, $300, $400.
yeah,
That's a crazy markup.
yeah. That's what Walmart be doing. Walmart mark up everything they get, bro.
Man,
Walmart mark up everything. So imagine you take Walmart supplier and you put everything on Amazon. And I'm gonna tell you this. You can sell on Walmart too. I can show you guys how to do Walmart fulfillment by Walmart. You can sign up, go to Walmart Seller Central or Walmart Seller. Just search up Walmart Seller. You should see a link and apply to be a seller for Walmart. All you got to do is give them your company name, what state you's incorporated in. What else you got to do? You got to give them your company EIN number, and you just list the sale for Walmart. They give you a response like in a week or something. But if they give you the response 9 times out of 10, they approve. You can sell directly on Walmart. You can sell for Target. You can sell on Target online. Because y'all think Walmart don't sell all their products. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know other companies sell Walmart on Walmart as well. Walmart
I
not the
bought
only
these
one.
off Walmart, and they was
Yeah,
used or refurbished or something.
yeah. Another company sold it to you.
Yep, another company.
Another
Yep,
company. Yep. So Walmart, you can sell on Walmart. You can sell on Target. You can sell on Best Buy. You can sell on all of those things.
that's true.
You can sell on all of those. Yes, you can. And don't get me wrong, it's money with all of it. Me personally, Amazon, you're gonna come out the biggest. It's a lot of competition with Amazon, but you just gotta know how to get to it. For me, I personally say it's easy. But somebody else, it might be, just hard off the bat. But you just gotta know how to get that right inventory. Because the reason why it's so hard for a lot of sellers online is because they constantly getting wholesale prices. So they competing with other people who getting those wholesale prices instead of going to the manufacturer. Now you getting manufacturer prices. So now you competing with companies like Walmart, Amazon, Target, Kmart. You're not no longer competing with the third parties who barely making ends meet. So you want to be in those type of situations. That's why it's good to do it like that. Yes, sir. Oh,
Yeah,
what? And so in a way better position, man. Y'all want to make sure that y'all get y'all finances right. The summer coming up in 6 months, so make sure
yeah.
that economic portfolio is right. Make sure 200 coming in a month. Even if you got $1,000 to your name, go just buy McDonald's meal or something, or buy you a salad and save and make sure that you investing in one hand, you taking care of yourself in the other. Like, you
It
know,
gets greater later. I promise you
yeah,
that.
yeah. Push come to shove, if I ever came broke, I would sell my truck engine just to become rich.
I've been there before. Sold the rims. I'm selling music. I'm selling it all. Hey, bro, but what people fail to realize when they get money in their hand, they forget to buy assets. You got to keep them assets coming so you can stay on board. You know, everybody messes up, but you got to have them assets. Keep them assets around. Keep them close. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. You do it just like that, man. Do it just like that. Got to keep them assets. Y'all got to keep, organized, And if y'all don't know what to sell, I'm gonna put y'all on game when I get out there. I'm gonna go live when I'm out there. And I'm gonna show you guys what I sell. Hey, yo, Rick, somebody got a question for you, King Rich.
Not to be pocket watching. Have you found a way to flip? You say, yo, Ricky, not to be pocket watching, but have you found a way to flip those auto loan checks yet? Well, you know what? I'm just learning this stuff. I think I'm taking the proper steps right now. Um, like I say, I mean, I got a 2022 Tesla, low miles. Push come to shove, I I'll liquidate that truck. You know, I mean, I'm not in love with it or anything like that. So if somebody want to come along and buy for 80 G's or whatever, I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. I mean, Turo is an option too.
Yeah.
Make your assets work for you. Plus, I get a $14,000 tax write off on it, so tax credit, excuse me. So it comes in handy some type of way.
Somebody else asked you a question.
Hold on, let me see. Maybe baby, I got a question for Ricky. Does the point increase from removing collections vary? Do you have an estimate of the lowest point increase you've seen? I'm gonna say it like this: anytime you're removing collections off your credit report, it's gonna benefit you. I don't know how many points because I'm not too familiar with the credit bureau's algorithms. They calculate the scores, but anytime you remove a collection, your stuff's supposed to go up. You know, unless you just got a whole bunch of just derogatories, a bunch of crap that needed to just be removed. But yeah, anytime you remove a bad account, collection, uh, hard inquiry, any of that type of stuff or whatever, you should see a score change. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wake it up.
Yeah. So, it's gonna be like that, man. So we're gonna just finish off, man, with this, man.
Um, Only thing I could say right now is that I'm a firm believer of everything that bro been teaching y'all, and as far as the EINs um, and go fight for your freedom, man. That's the number one thing. Fight for that freedom and those EINs, man. They very much so worth it. I was always familiar with the EINs and stuff like that, but the processes that I've been learning, working with Taquan, they really work, and they very beneficial. I feel like everybody should have more than 3 700 scores surrounded around them. If you can have 6, 9, or 15 of them, do it.
Okay.
Make sure you're well protected. Yeah,
Appreciate it, bro.
for sure, for
Appreciate
sure.
that, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna chop
For sure.
You got a number for him or
Yeah,
something?
you guys can give me a call 331-302-1507. I'm more tech savvy. Shoot me a text. If you want my email address, my email is rickylott85@gmail. That's RICKYLOTT85@gmail. Hope to hear from y'all soon. Peace, man. Take care, y'all.